morning once again, and welcome to the Haven Financial Group radio show. Happy Sunday to you. Thanks for listening. 612-504-8400. Give us a call. Visit us online. Shoot us an email at info@havenfinancialgroup.com. Our job description is really to answer questions, specifically anything related to retirement. It doesn't even have to be retirement. Do you have all the retirement puzzle pieces? Do they go to the same puzzle? Have you been delaying certain things over the course of how many years? Procrastination. Have you had that portfolio reviewed? Retirement is more than a meeting once or twice a year for 45 minutes to an hour. Do you have a solid partner in your corner? Are you getting the attention you deserve, or don't you even know? Or just last week, I heard my guy didn't even call me last year. I didn't even talk to the one that's representing me all of last year. Unfortunately, that can be a stigma in the industry, and that's not going to be my stigma or Haven Financial Group. We want to be there. Come on in, visit with us. It starts with just communication. That's all it starts with.
Well, Larry, we've been talking this hour about, the pillars of retirement planning in 2026. Here we are, it's mid-January. And if this is the year that you've said it's time for me to put together a retirement plan, or maybe this is the year that you've said, I have a plan and I'm not sure it's working for me, or, I need an estate plan. We're inviting people to come and sit down with you guys at Haven Financial and a free consultation to determine if you're a good fit for them, if they are a good fit for you. We've talked about some tax ramifications, some insurance issues that you should be thinking about, but let's just talk about preparation with intention this year. You've already stated that the experts at Haven Financial Group are going to really while you're focusing on everything, you're really going to be focusing on long-term care as well as insurance review. What else is important and top of mind for folks there at Haven Financial Group in 2026?
It's really getting your hands around, managing the reactive mentality. Many watching the news. Many people spent all of 2025 reacting to headlines. Sometimes it even affected their financial strategy because they got scared. They heard this. There was no merit to it. Fear and anxiety can do lots of things to make them bad decisions. And maybe this year, the focus should be, as we have for many years at Haven, a long-term strategy, not a knee-jerk reaction strategy as life happens. And we know life's calendar doesn't always cooperate with our calendar.
Right.
Oftentimes, it really doesn't. So rather than simply chasing that yearly rule changes or chasing a certain percent return, let's get a strategy, okay? Let's adhere to it. Have a partner that's in your corner. Yes, we had Lance Larson, our CPA. Tax planning leads to successful tax preparation, avoiding mistakes, avoiding big bills. We had Glenn Ramey on, our insurance specialist. Yes, our focus is that long-term care discussion. Most people don't know all the viable options that are out there. And we'll explain those to you. Glenn will do a great job. He's very thorough in all areas. And then when it comes to Medicare and healthcare, I'll tell you what, that's usually the hidden big expense in retirement that a lot of people just don't think about. My goodness sakes, it's a big number, and we want to plan accordingly. We're just coming off open enrollment in Medicare. Wow, what a messy season that was. Thankfully, Glenn and Isabella, they truly were able to help. I want to say a few thousand individuals with Medicare questions and concerns that were viable concerns, because insurance companies at the last minute pulled the plug out from people. And, that's scary to navigate when you just don't know. So any of these retirement areas, let's plan for them. Life events, it just happens. So we want to plan accordingly, like we always talk about.
Right. This is the perfect time of year if you are thinking about retiring to start talking about Social Security, right? And when you want to draw, and maybe both of you, maybe you have a spouse who is trying to make those decisions, and you want to be strategic about it.
Yeah, we just had a Maximize Social Security and Tax class at the Farmington Library. Extremely well attended. Go to our website, havenfinancialgroup.com, if you're listening. We have those classes. We have investment classes. We have a Medicare Made Simple class coming up. All kinds of education classes. We're utilizing our education center. We have numerous different types of educational events. You mentioned estate plan. Our good partners, Carrie and Keith from Provision Law. Maybe you've been putting off that will discussion, trust discussion. Maybe your documents are like a lot of people's. You did them when the kids were 5, 10 years old, and those same kids now are 40 and 50. Probably need to up that estate plan a little bit, not because it's fun and exciting, because guess what? We live in a very litigious society where, be careful, if you think about doing it yourself, think again when it comes to the legal ramifications of the legal work.
Absolutely.
You know, a prominent musician from the Twin Cities here, Prince, you know, you can go online and see anybody's estate that didn't have an estate plan. It's all public record if you've not made it a public record or a private record. It's all public. You can go see everything about somebody, their estate, who they owe bills to, who they didn't owe bills to, and a lot of people don't know that.
Mm-hmm.
So a trust discussion maybe for some people. Again, that discussion, why not quit putting it off? Now, I know human nature is procrastination. It's just natural for a lot of people, not some people, but maybe procrastination is not the solution. And this year, we want to actually get something done.
Sure.
I encourage it.
Absolutely. And another thing, you know, if you're someone who's listening to us right now and you maybe are maybe a year or two away from retirement and you're starting to make that transition, this may be a time to start thinking about those investments and where you're invested now and where you want to be invested. What is more comfortable? Something also our friends at Haven Financial Group can help you with, right, Larry?
Yeah, we have an investment team of 12. We do wealth management. We're not small. We manage with Charles Schwab and Fidelity Investments. We're able to help a lot of people, but the observation I've seen for years and what we see is a lot of people don't know what they're doing, not because they don't want to. It's not explained to them. They don't need to be the expert, but where I see a lot of people get into a mess is they have no idea how much risk they have in their portfolio. Now, we're not against risk. Over long periods of time, the stock market, the best place to be. But as we get older, that element of time becomes that much shorter. I had a couple in this week from Savage. They came out to an educational class. They came in and visited with us, and we took them through our process, and they go, we have no idea how much risk. We just know that when the market goes down, we lose lots of money. Well, and they're more conservative investors, and they couldn't be further from their core values. They couldn't have been further from it. So let's address your goals. Let's address your values. And are you operating within those guidelines? If you don't know, that is worthy of a discussion for you, if you're married, your spouse, and your family right now and for the future that it has for your family.
Absolutely. These are all some of the pillars of putting together a great financial plan for retirement. And, you know, these are not easy discussions, some of them to have. They're not easy decisions to make. And I think all of us are looking for a partner, an advisor, someone maybe at times to hold our hand when it comes to making these kinds of decisions. And the folks there at Haven Financial Group are prepared to be just that for you. So if we've been talking about these pillars of retirement planning for 2026 and this has resonated with you, then we want to invite you to call the following number and tell them that you heard us here on the radio and you'd like to set up an appointment. It's 612-504-8400. That'll get you to Haven Financial Group. Let me give you the number again, 612-504-8400. Give them a call, free appointment. Go on in there, enjoy a lovely cup of coffee and a cookie, and chat about what's concerning you when it comes to retirement. Before we go here, Larry, we're just about out of time, but I just wanted to remind folks and have you tell them where they can find out about those educational seminars, because we've talked a lot about that today. And obviously in 2026, they're already underway.
HavenFinancialGroup.com. They're all on the calendar of events there. Call the office, 612-504-8400. We'll get you the information. We're on the company's on social media, Facebook, all of those outlets you would expect. I said the company is on social media. If you're looking for Larry Kallevig on social media, you're not going to find me
Forget
because I'm old school. I live social media through my wife and 4 daughters. Just let's leave it at that.
I understand completely. I really do. Listen, it's been a lot of fun. Great show this week. I enjoyed it.
Yes, me as well, and we look forward to next week.